Click the subscribe button below to receive new videos as we release them. Hit the thumbs up button so others can find our content. For more information, visit thejerusalemassembly.org.
Narcissistic Spirituality by Ruben D. Garcia. Greetings, my beloved children and faithful friends. Today's message to share with you all, it has a very unusual topic, narcissistic spirituality. The first thought I conceived visualizing its meaning, I felt that it did not corresponded to today's reality, until I understood its significance. Today's reality is in shambles because of the lack of clarity. Our perception of what genuine reality is has become a myth. Currently, humanity is entertaining a reality on crutches from a wounded spirituality that suffers from genuine consolation and ill-fated self-awareness. Consequently, neither dogmas or religious acts can mend our spiritual wounds. Because we have for 2 millennia taught that our faith is assessed from external means when in all truth, it is from within. Our spiritual hindrances are slowly becoming revealed in the dreams, the thoughts, the masquerade uncertainties, and illusions of spiritual grandeur that engrossed our daily existence. Simply, our views of spirituality was entrenched in the believer that our devotion to it was a set of devotional codes that structured our spiritual personality in trusting our spiritual invincibility, self-righteousness, love for oneself, and a lack of empathy for others. That is why in America are almost 400 religious groups, all teaching what's supposed to be the one divine message, love one another as I have loved you. And yet, the world is spiritually fragmented because our self-importance and the need to be admired. Look around and you will see the traits of a prevalent spiritual belief centered in this reality. The wars, the conflicts that emerged from this spiritual disparity are but a small portion of a greater misaligned reality today we are contemplating as a result of an inadequate faith misplaced in rituals, codes, and emotional sacrifices, rendering only superficial truths to appease the people unable to comprehend the deeper truth that you hold the divine spark, the essence of an infinite source that can guide you internally without external sources. Simply putting it, be one with Him, God's source. And experience the divine truth that self-love is not the nature of a divine being you, but humility, love, forgiveness, and compassion. In short, these principles are the ones rising from the ground fog that deterred you from having the clear divine truth being revealed to all of humanity, as we speak. Thus, pay attention and take time to dust off your dusty intuition principles and begin to utilize its divine nature, and storage in a metal box your ego nature that found free rein in your spiritual realm and made you to be an unwilling participant in what humanity is today, a captive audience of believers who seemed lost in a spiritual maze producing anguish, fears, and the worst nightmare that you could imagine, returning through an incarnation that failed to decipher truth versus deception of and divinely created. But as I write this note, all is radically changing. The hours ahead of confusions, intolerable denials, and self-absorbed ideologies such as misaligned beliefs of a continuous past of spiritual consciousness be of a beneficial reality has come to its ending phase. You must be conscious that an old third-dimensional reality is no longer in existence. Upgrade to Panopreader, the standard edition, more voices and features available, and know this audio clip. It is time to suit up for a grand spiritual ball in which you are the guest of honor. The Middle East wars was a divine intervention. Have this not taken place, our children and their children's would have to pay a dear price with unimaginable consequences for all of humanity. Be satisfied that these and other devastating consequences have been deterred and that a divine power has intervened. Those that are standing against this divine intervention will pay a dear price on their coming reincarnation. For they would experience the aftermath of their own malevolent current attitudes that they shout like a stock market before crashing. Thus, refrain from accentuating their actions into your lives. Trust the divine forum. Do not allow their illicit spirituality infiltrate your spiritual dominion by not focusing on the war, the political and social dramas, the gas, food, and lack of issues. These are aspects of a darkness emporium seeking to defraud you of the divine realm you belong to by creating fears. patience and love will be rewarded when all is done. Thus, this is the message: steadfast divine spirituality is being tested. Would you remain faithful to it, or will you succumb to their beliefs of fear, sorrows and pain? The choice is yours. Live in the now, not in the yesterday. It doesn't exist anymore. And so it is all that has been said. Peace and love to all of you.